Javier Mendez says Paddy Pimblett deserves the next title shot. Islam Makhachev's coach Javier Mendez has changed his mind about Paddy Pimblett. After Paddy's TKO win over Michael Chandler, Mendez now believes he deserves a title shot. Do you think Paddy is ready for a title fight? Or is it too soon to throw him in with Islam?
Paddy's ready to face anybody. I mean, what he's done already, his credentials, his winning record in the UFC, and his hype, and what he can do, how he can motivate people. If they give him the next title shot, he deserves it because they gave it to him. So whoever they give it to him, they give, you know, and let's see who they give him to, who gets into the arena with him next. I don't know, but is he worthy? Yes. Yes. He's, you know, I wasn't a big fan at the beginning. I was not. When he fought Jared Gordon, I was like, nah. You know, but I become a huge fan. I've always was a fan of his talking, though.
Yeah.
He was always fun. I always liked that about him.
Yeah.
So I was always a fan there, but his actual fighting, I wasn't that keen on him until, you know, I really looked and I went, well, what was I thinking? You know, sometimes we let our judgment. Yeah, but Jared Gordon is a lot tougher than people realize, too. He's a real tough customer. So good kid, good fighter. So, you know, I mean, that was his spotlight that was actually taken from him, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Because that should have been his, and it wasn't. But just not in God's plans, I guess.
GARRY calls Carlos Prates a quitter. GARRY versus Carlos Prates goes down in UFC Kansas City later this month. Yesterday, Ian posted a video calling Prates a quitter, saying,
"Did you see it? Here, look at this. This is a video of Carlos Prates and his true fighting spirit, called being a quitter. He'd just been beaten up all the rounds prior, puts his hand up, shakes his head, says, I'm done, and then just drops to the ground in absolute despair because he knows that deep down, he's not a fighter."
Merab Dvalishvili demonstrates how he plans to finish O'Malley at UFC 316. Merab Dvalishvili just dropped a hilarious but savage video on Instagram, showing exactly how he plans to finish Sean O'Malley in their upcoming fight at UFC 316.
This is Sean, like 6 feet tall, like a tree, skinny tall guy, and this is just machine, you know? And I'm gonna just go around, and BAM! Easy bro, and he's going down, that's it, game over, and still, where is my butt? Dana White, please. I'm just kidding.
UFC 316 fight card shaping up. The UFC 316 card is getting stacked. Here's what's confirmed so far. Main event, Merab Dvalishvili vs. Sean O'Malley 2, Bantamweight title. Co-main, Kayla Harrison vs. Juliana Pena, Women's Bantamweight title. Chito Vera vs. Mario Bautista. Johnny Walker vs. Azamat Murzakanov. Bruno Silva vs. Joshua Van. Joe Pyfer vs. Kelvin Gastelum. What do you think of the lineup? Ilia Topuria has officially clapped back at Khabib Nurmagomedov, and he didn't hold back. This comes after Khabib claimed Arman Tsarukyan would be a far more difficult matchup for Islam Makhachev than Topuria. Khabib said, "In my opinion, Arman Tsarukyan is a much more legitimate threat than Topuria. Sure, Topuria has proven himself at 145, but we haven't seen what he's capable of at lightweight. Imagine he gets an immediate title shot at 155 and loses to Islam. That doesn't mean much, because he hasn't done anything in that division yet. Time isn't on Islam's side either. He's almost 34. He's not looking to waste what's left of his prime on guys jumping divisions or last-minute replacements. He wants real challenges, fighters who've paid their dues at lightweight. If you're moving up, prove you belong first." Topuria didn't let that slide. He fired back on X with, "Khabib knows I'm the one to take the belt from Islam. Only reason he doesn't want Islam to fight me." Footage of Diego Lopes in tears after UFC 314 loss. The clip shows Diego sitting quietly, holding back tears as the weight of the moment hits him.
Vamos a empezar. Llegamos muy rápido, ¿estamos de acuerdo? ¿Va? Ya hemos estado aquí, ¿te acuerdas? Ya hemos estado aquí, hermano. Y ve hasta dónde nos hemos levantado, ¿va? ¿Hecho? Siempre, ya sabes, hermano, siempre estamos aquí contigo, ¿eh? Toda la vida. Toda la vida. Toda la vida. Si quieres sacarlo, sácalo, ¿va?
Alex Pereira hard sparring footage. Alex Pereira just dropped intense sparring footage. He's not currently scheduled for a fight. Is he maybe getting ready for a rematch with Ankalaev, who said he might fight in August? Michael Chandler reflects on brutal loss to Paddy Pimblett. After being finished by Paddy Pimblett, Michael Chandler broke his silence on Instagram with an emotional post. There are really no words to describe the pain and disappointment you feel, you just live in it, let it take its lot and leave you with what is left. From there you rebuild. The best you can do is move forward with confident expectancy and pride in the attempt. One thing is certain. I can rest in knowing that I prepared the best I could and I alone was responsible for my shortcomings in that octagon. My team prepared me, the UFC gave me the opportunity, I stepped into the ultimate proving grounds, ready, bested, but never beaten, never out of the fight, still in pursuit. And this picture sums up how I feel and what truly matters. Bruised, bloodied and heartbroken, yet I have my soulmate by my side and 3 little hands to hold. Future is still bright. Walk on, see you at the top. Kamaru USMAN confronts his haters in Miami, in a bold, and kinda hilarious, move. Kamaru, the Nigerian nightmare USMAN dropped a video where he hits the streets of Miami to confront some of his online haters, face to face. The reactions? Priceless.
Kamaru, honestly bro, I don't think you'll ever become a champ again. Sorry.
Will you face off with the photo?
Right now. Oh my god!
Are you a Kamaru USMAN fan?
Nah, Kobe all the way. How you doing? Good. Yeah, okay. He good now. He good now.
Go Masvidal. Yeah. Kamaru, let's come back.
Dylan? Yep. Damn, like that's how you feel about me, Dylan? Huh? Good. Dylan, you don't think I'm gonna be champ again, huh? What's that? Wow. Standing on business, huh? Alright, well I appreciate that. Yeah.
Michael Bisping brutally honest. He believes Arman Tsarukyan may be the toughest opponent for Paddy Pimblett, outside of Islam Makhachev. And when it comes to Michael Chandler, Bisping said Chandler looked like someone who's nearly 40.
And I think Arman Tsarukyan, because listen, not that we're trying to tailor a title fight to Paddy Pimblett, but if we are trying to like give him a fun fight, that's a legitimate test, but we want to see him fight for the belt, I don't give him Arman Tsarukyan. I think Arman Tsarukyan might be the most dangerous out of, not most dangerous, but like in terms of losing the fight, you know, glazing Paddy and going on like he's great. Chandler was washed. He's lost. Chandler
and we said they would say it. We said that they would say that. Yeah.
Well, they are going to say it. And I'll be honest, it does look like that. And I'm not detracting from his win. Right? What Paddy did, the way that he beat him, the way he was so aggressive, hunting him, stalking him, just beating him up in every way. Chandler looked awful though, and he did look like a guy that's almost 40 years old. He did look like a guy that's lost 5 out of his last 7, and he looked like a guy that isn't really going to get these massive opportunities again. So what if you were Paddy Pimblett's manager and you were talking to somebody that had that kind of narrative, what would your response be?
Tom Aspinall recently opened up on TikTok about the challenges he's faced as a UFC fighter. One major issue: inactivity. His last fight was a first-round KO over Curtis Blades last summer to defend his interim heavyweight title. Since then, he's just been waiting for the Jon Jones fight to materialize.
What have been your biggest challenge to date as a fighter, as a UFC fighter?
To be honest, there's nothing to really complain about too much apart from the knee injury. But I think that was a blessing in disguise anyway. I feel like I learned so much from that, and I came back way better. Since I came back, I've been gone 3-0 with 3 first-round knockouts. So yeah, I mean, it wasn't good at the time, but I learned a lot from it.
What about securing fights?
That's definitely tough. The timing between fights is not something that I'm too keen on. I'd like to be more active, but I guess that's the way it works at the top. I don't know. I've never been in this spot before, so activity lately has been a bit of a problem. But I feel like it's all going to work out pretty good.
Do you ever get UFC nerves at all?
I'm always nervous to fight somebody. It's not the most natural of things to meet somebody in an octagon. Fly out somewhere, put a pair of gloves on, take your shirt off, have a fight with somebody who you've never met before, or don't even know really, in front of millions of people. It's, you know, it's pretty scary stuff. So yeah, I'm nervous every time.
Finally, what motivates you to keep pushing?
I want to be the best. I want to be the best in the world, and I want there to be no debate about it. I want everyone to think about heavyweight MMA and think about me and think that I'm the guy and think that there's no debate that there's anybody else close to me. That's my motivation.
Dustin Poirier just sent a hilarious message to Mateusz Gamrot after their session at American Top Team.
Mateos, you dirty dog. You beat me up. You busted my good ear. I can forgive, but I cannot forget. I'm gonna get you back, bro.
That's it for today, fight fans. If you enjoyed the video, drop a like and let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell so you never miss an update. We've got a lot more coming. See you in the next one.